Just about set for football as we welcome you to Sofi Stadium, Inglewood, California. There's a good one in store this afternoon. It's the New Orleans Saints and the LA Chargers. Like Torico and Olson on hand as is set to kick things off. Off we go here in Inglewood. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They're led out by the third quarterback taken in the 2025 draft. Out of Louisville, it's Tyler Shuck.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
From 29, here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Kamara. Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards.
Offense.
But we'll need to check on the call.
Still 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down, shot. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is Deshaun Hand getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Sharpest of starts on offense here, an early 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So here come the Chargers. The offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
At the 43-yard line.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. Bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 21 on that one. And the Chargers have the first down.
32-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
That's complete. It's Lad McConkey. And he's into the end zone. Lad McConkey. Touchdown, LA.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
3rd and long. Olave is the motion man. Now Shuck on 3rd down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st down, Saints.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. This one good for 11 and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Chuck to throw on second down. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chargers offense are not ready to get going on their second possession. The lead sits at 4. We'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, they landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, they bought in Japan.
They'll run, and this is Amarian Hampton. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Herbert now on first down. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic first down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Allen in motion. Herbert now on first down. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the full.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he will get into the end zone. Amarian Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Dicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers extend their advantage to 14-3.
Chargers 14, Saints 3.
What? Yeah. Really with I should probably sign a head, boy, cause I got all the heads, boy. All that drink, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap, you pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers, pay my bills. All the books me, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, putting working on the phones. Either that or try the money or to make the pickups.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10.
Everybody rockin' side to the beat. Snapping like big trucks, bouncing to the groove. All bodies got fresh, that's the new move. Where I'm from, I like to go drop. I'm smoking like that.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
Every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On play action, it's shot. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
3rd down, and here is Shuck. Here, a short one to Taysom Hill. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st down, New Orleans.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. Wow, how he got away from that first defender, I have no idea. This will wind up with positive yardage on the play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again here with Kamara, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
And the Saints 1st down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 6. It's a give now to Kamara. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
run the sneak. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Little quick pass to the receiver, heading right. That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
The 12-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. We are through one. 14-3 is the score. And we're back at Sofi in SoCal after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. Here's a 2nd and 9 as we are ready to get back underway. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Shuck. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
They'll indeed go, and it is Shuck. And he's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Point after try, forthcoming. It's up and good. The Saints are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Saints 10.
As the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. Man down the field, it's Olave. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A run here with Kamara. Past midfield to the 45. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's two nice plays to begin this drive.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but get the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On the handoff, it's Kamara. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's a third down and 4. To throw is Shuck. He'll try to run for it.
Shuck on the scramble. A gain of 7. And the Saints first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And he finds his space after a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Shuck. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Chuck gonna try to run it himself, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
On second down, it's Chuck. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up first and goal.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Extra point attempt to come here. He gets it to go, and the Saints move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Chargers, 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. The return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Chargers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent.
Right side, hauled in by McConkey. And a marker down, just shy of the 40. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mario Davis.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead.
That's my heart. Dying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
On the give, this is Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing on second down, shot. Open is Taysom Hill. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
The right side to Olave. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
So these are always the most disappointing drives, right? So you get the ball, you're on your opponent's side of the field, and then you go 3 and out. So you take the field, you say, this is a prime opportunity. Come away at least with points, and now they find themselves in a tricky, delicate situation. I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th down.
This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
On first down, Herbert. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A run. This is Hampton. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. Quick throw, slant, caught by Johnston. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers have tied it at 17.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So a field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. That one out wide for Kamara. And he's back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 13.
Throwing is Shuck. A throw on the move is caught. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter.
It brings up 4th down.
Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. The Chargers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Chargers will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
The 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Ryan Brzee getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Torico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defense defensive coordinators trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half.
I've been gone for a little too long. I've been waiting on a comer to kick off a comeback.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Davis now to return it. Across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Chargers take over.
The Chargers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. Dicker.
Extra point.
He's got it. And the Chargers will go up by 7.
Makes the score. Chargers 24. Saints 17.
Here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We money more power.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and not going to be a lot of games.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On the zone read, it's Chuck. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
They'll run. It's Kamara. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Tuli low to on the stop. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
A tough spot here. Third and long. From the gun, it's shot. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The give, here's Hampton. Not much there, maybe a yard.
James Warner on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Shotgun now for Herbert. Looking mid on him, get it complete to McConkey. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's good for a Charger first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Come on, this game. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Herbert. Complete to McConkey. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the 2nd half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the 2nd half and close this game out?
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
14-yard line.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Shotgun snap, and we give it to Hampton. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's 2nd and 6. Motion man is Johnston. To throw is Herbert. They'll set up the screen. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Looks like the Saints have come up with the down here hurts, Greg. These feel even worse because you have the reception. Looks like you're going to gain yardage. And then the fumble and the turnover, the defense takes the ball.
And they got exactly what they wanted out of the pass play, Mike. They're able to make the completion, but now as the ball carrier, you cannot be thinking, oh, I have to score, get it in the end zone. You still have to protect the ball. He doesn't. The ball gets knocked free, and the defense creates a huge turnover.
Chuck looking to throw on first down. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and a yard. Now Kamara. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down. And for a gain of 7.
First down, 2nd down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down with Kamara. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Brought down back at the 30.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
In motion is Hill. Chuck to throw on 2nd down. Here, a short one to Taysom Hill, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
In motion is Hill. Now Shuck on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
To him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Run between the tackles for Hampton. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
from the 21. Here's second down and 9. They'll go again with Hampton, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
The Chargers get set to kick it away, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Camara. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Right side to Olave. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Fourth quarter begins with Camara. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. And he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Now a toss, running left with Camara. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
It's a gain of 6. First down, New Orleans.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
They'll work the middle here with Camara. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From the 34-yard line, here's second and 9. Chuck. That's going to be pulled in by Camara. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. And he'll get one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there.
That one caught. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Saints. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This is Hassan Haskins to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago. And they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down.
You know I'm hot. How many licks to the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO.
Allen in motion. Herbert now on first down. That is left side and taken in by Allen.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Herbert. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, Hampton. He did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at their 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a play fake. Herbert. Now a deep shot for Allen.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
On second down, here's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
Yes, it's really well executed here, and you see this in so many offenses around the league, Mike. These slant routes are either built in or what they call hot routes or sight routes. The receiver sees the blitz, and they break their route off. It gives an easy target for the quarterback, and it gives great opportunity for run after catch. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And the defense there to meet him. Hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now they'll pitch it out here. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
Just a good, solid run here on 3rd down. Tie game, 4th quarter. This is where you really need to be able to lean on that offensive line. They come through, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
On first down, right back to Hampton. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On the ground, it's Kamani Vidal.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his anglers, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. This one finds McConkey, and he will score again. Touchdown, LA. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Dicker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers will go up by 7.
Chargers 31, Saints 24.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 13 yards.
13 yards on that pass play. First down, New Orleans. From the gun, it's Shuck. Forced out left. He keeps it himself.
Holding offense. Still first down.
Now Shuck. To the left side, in the hands of Hill.
Pass complete to Taysom Hill. An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 36-yard line.
Throwing again, Shuck. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Big play coming up. This is third down. To the air again is Shuck. Open man, right side. He's got it. A nice throw from the second-round pick. It'll get him a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, New Orleans.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with. So
to the goal line and in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter.
Chicken lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring the best. When you standing in your front yard, yelling, bring them out, I'm a hot girl, yelling, bring them out, how we go, boys, yelling, bring them out.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. On play action now. Herbert finding the tight end. Here's Will Dissly. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's
So just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Disley is the man in motion. Hampton trying to work inside. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, L.A.
And the Chargers, first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, my tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They're on the march. Another first down.
Chargers,
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter.
42-yard
We'll
line.
come back and finish this one off. After this, plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Another catch there for Johnston. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 that sets up 2nd and 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Chargers.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Allen in motion. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Carl Granderson. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker in a big spot. This a potential game winner. And he has missed this one. No good. And now what can the other guys do in the final minute to avoid overtime?
And you just have to wonder what that'll do to the energy levels on both sidelines. I mean, you got a chance to break the tie here late, but he just can't connect.
The Saints offense back onto the field for their next possession. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Kamara. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating out of the gun, this is shot. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Here's Kamara. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's 2nd and 6.
Now, timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here. And this might be one final heave to the end zone.
Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my heart, 1, 2, 3, turn 4, 5. That's my heart.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This one he's got to have. Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Here's Darius Davis from his end zone. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So this one, a win for the Saints. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Torico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.